So, welcome to the vlog. Elizabeth, what are we doing today?
Well, Terry, we just got back from Tractor Supply. It's all very exciting because we've actually bought some chicks. We've actually bought 12 pullets.
What kind?
That's a really good question. Partridge Cochin's, I think.
Partridge Cochin's. Okay.
And you may wonder why we actually buy pullets.
Yes, I am wondering that.
When we could hatch our own eggs, which we do, and as you know, eggs have been hatching.
That's true.
But the reason we buy them is because we can buy females. Pullets are females, and that means we don't have the problems of the males, because we don't really want all the males, right, dear?
Don't want too many roosters, that's true.
Because they kind of...
Can we take a look?
Oh, yeah, okay. That's a good idea. Be careful, we don't want them popping out.
Alright, good.
Ooh.
Grab one.
Okay. Oh, they're pretty warm in there. Oh yeah, look. See their little wings?
Fuzzy little feet.
I think they're going to be really cute. Do you think they're going to be smaller?
I think they'll be very cute.
Do you think they'll be smaller than the other ones?
I don't know. We'll see. So what do we do now? So we've got the new chicks home. What's the next step?
Well, we have to put them in the brooder.
In a brooder. Okay.
Where we've got the light on, the heat lamp, and water obviously, and chick starter. We give them chick starter.
Okay.
Which has got a slightly higher protein content. We actually feed them 20%. 24 would be too high, but 20% is about right. And that gives them the protein they need to grow.
That sounds great. Let's run up there and go get them going.
They can meet their buddies.
Meet their buddies. All right, great. Let's go.
Okay, here we are in the chick room. As you can see, we have a very large cage that we compartmentalize and use for the baby chicks. We make it a little bit smaller so they haven't got, it's not so big and it's cozier. So we put in some wood shavings and water and food, and I like to put something in there for them to stand on as well so that they can get off that grate. But yeah, they're pretty happy in there, and they'll stay in here for a couple of months, I think. So here are our new baby chicks, and what I tend to do is I'll take them out and I'll dip their beaks in the water so that they can, like so. Here we are. So just dip their little beaks in gently. I mean, they're probably thirsty, and that way they kind of know that that's where the water is. So I'll do that with each one. We also sometimes check their bottoms, because sometimes their bottoms, well, maybe you can see here, like this one's bottom, it's hard around the bottom there, and that can actually kill them. So I also check that, and I'll just wash that off. I'll try and get that off. Here, do you want to take over, dear, while I do this bottom?
Yeah. What do they call? What is that called?
I can't remember, but it's where the poo gets stuck, and then see. And this can happen with birds that you get from the store.
There we go.
That bottom.
They seem to be getting along fine with the chicks we already had in there. While she's doing that, check the rest. Get them in here, and then we'll get the lamp on them, and they'll be good to go.
This one, I have to take this one to the house. Okay, I have to take this one to the house. It needs warm water to get this hardened poo off. So will you carry on, dear?
I'll carry on.
Okay. Be back in a sec.
There we are. Now I'm going to get a lamp on them so they'll stay warm. Got to keep them above 90 degrees. Go down about 5 degrees for every week. Really till they get their full feathers, which is only after a few weeks. So right now we need to keep them warm because they're pretty young. Alright, I've got a lamp set up for them. Typically if we did this in the winter, we'd have it down in there shining right on them. But we don't need to do that this time of year. Right now it's close to 100 degrees every day. And so we're going to keep it up here. In the evening, sometimes we might move it down if it gets too cool, but I mean, it's barely getting to 80 right now, so we're just going to leave it just like that, and that gives them plenty of warmth. We don't want to overheat them because we don't want to cook them. So anyway, that's the light on them, and they're happily pecking away.
I'm back from the kitchen. I've just cleaned off. There was a big wad of hardened poo right there, and then what can happen is that eventually covers their bottom hole, and then they can't poo and they can die from that. So I've just kind of loosened it up and I've broken it off. I mean, it doesn't hurt him at all, her at all. And now I'm going to put her back. She should be fine. You go, lady. Here, some water. Good girl. But that's quite common with store-bought. For some reason, I don't know if they don't get enough water or what. Oh, they look very happy. Well, that's all done now. We've got our chicks, our brand new chicks in the brooder. They're busy drinking and eating and getting used to their new environment. They'll be in there for probably a couple of months maybe. We like to keep them there as long as we can because they're safe there. And we'll watch them grow
And lay eggs.
and hopefully lay eggs. It takes about 6 months.
Great.
But they'll be laying eggs probably early next year, hopefully.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, well, thank you for tuning in today and watching, and please subscribe to our channel if you like what you're seeing, and hit the like button too, and we'll see you next time around. Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.